because they think that homeschool is a privilege. They think that homeschool is something that you got to have money for and you got to be rich. This is not true. What if I told you that you could homeschool for $25? You know how you go out and you buy your kids the school clothes and the school uniforms? You know how you go out and you buy your kids the notebooks, the comprehension books, and everything that they need so that they can start actual brick and mortar school? Well, that is exactly what you will need to homeschool. Without the uniforms, without the clothes, you can homeschool. All you would need to do is go out and get that paper, that ink for your printer. Go out and get the workbooks. Go out and get some pencils. Homeschool is not one size fits all. You can literally do this on your own schedule, on your own time, on your own dime. And for many, there are free curriculums out there. I hear so many people say, we got all these parents homeschooling who are not qualified to even teach. You don't even have to have a degree to be able to teach your child. Let me tell you something. You are your child's first teacher. Don't let anybody tell you that just because you don't have a degree, you cannot homeschool. If we ever had another pandemic, guess what? When we had that pandemic, who was teaching them? I'll wait. During the pandemic, who was teaching your child? Because I know they were sitting at that laptop and I know it was hard for them to pay attention to the teacher. The teacher was talking, but they wasn't listening. The teacher was talking, but they still didn't get it. The teacher was talking, but they still didn't understand what it is they had to do. So who was the teacher? You. You stepped right in on time. You stepped in and made sure that your child got the education that they needed. And some of y'all struggled. Why? Because your child had to sit at the laptop for hours and hours and hours and do the curriculum that the schools had set up for them. Let me tell you, homeschooling is not like that. You set the schedule. There are subjects the state requires for you to teach them, but guess what? You could do it. All you need is YouTube University. All you need is a free curriculum, just something that you could look at. All you need is your time. That is all you need. I mean, listen, y'all, I homeschooled and I worked. I mean, I believe that God took me through all of it just so I can show somebody else, just so I can be an answer to you. And I always wondered, I said, God, why are you taking me here and there? Why do I have to go through all of this? All I want to do is make sure that my children have a good education. But I had to put my child in brick and mortar school. I brought my children home to do virtual schooling. And it was like a back and forth kind of thing. And then when I finally cracked the code, when I got my license to homeschool, and I told myself I could not believe that I didn't know about this sooner. I didn't think that I had what it took to be able to even homeschool my kids on my own. All you need is your patience. Because every child learns differently, so you're going to need some patience. I'm not even going to sit here and try to tell you it's a complete walk in the park. Why not give something to your child that you are literally doing every day? I'm sure you are teaching your children something every day. You were the one that taught them how to walk. You were the ones that helped them to learn to talk. You were the one that shaped their future to get them ready for school. You were the one who taught them their names. You are your child's first teacher. Believe in yourself. You could do it. All you got to do is believe in you. The teachers could not be here tomorrow. Then what are you going to do? And I'm not just sitting here just saying, I'm not one of those homeschool parents that just completely advocate for homeschooling and just bashing the public schools or the brick and mortar schools. I'm not. In fact, I have children who are actually in school to this day. Oh, yes. However, I am prepared. So just in case anything happens at school, just in case anything happens with busted up America, I am prepared to homeschool my kids. I homeschool some, I send some to school. But if you have a child and you know that they could really use homeschooling, I'm telling you, you could get it done. You can literally have your kids' lesson plans set up. and then you can work around your work hours. I was where you are right now. I was that mom who said, I don't have what it takes to homeschool. I am not qualified. I don't have the time. I gotta work. I gotta do this and I gotta do that. And circumstances in my home forced me to homeschool my child. So I went ahead and I created a free starter kit just for you, just for parents who are homeschooling, who are thinking about homeschooling for the first time, and you might feel like you can't do this. This book is just going to encourage you that you can do it. So go ahead, go visit my website, go ahead and check it out. And I'm hoping and I'm praying that it encourages you that you can do it. And keep in mind, if you don't remember anything else I am telling you right now, always remember that home is where learning begins, and you are your child's first teacher.